This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of the Still a Man podcast. Tonight's topic, born selfish, self-serving, or self-preserving. Okay.
We're all born selfish, you think?
All right, let's get right to it. So basically the definition,
There are people who are born more selfish than others.
We're born selfish because we depend, we want to eat,
Of course.
we cry, we get our needs met. When we cry, we got a diaper
We
change.
don't have any concept of
Right.
other people when
Right.
you're that young, you know, like you just have a concept of your needs.
all right, so y'all just jump right into it. So again, today's world,
pushing it around.
today, the world we live in today, society, tells everybody you have to be selfish. Look out for numero uno. Look out for number one. So because of that, I think that people are more selfish than what they ever have been. So I think it's like almost like a preconditioning going on. You guys tell me what you think. Let's go ahead and start off with the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Timmy. You're up first. Do you think the world is more selfish now than what they've been in the past?
Well, here's the thing. I really think it's an individual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you come from that type of cloth where you have that unity and everyone's looking out for each other and there for when one is down, then that means that you had to be taught that, and then far as the selfishness come in when society comes in and pulls dividing cars and whatnot, put up dividers, and then when somebody got somebody done moved up, so to say, then the person that was cool with them and they was all together at one point feel some type of way because they didn't pull them up.
Okay, so just so we're all on the same page, you're saying that people become selfish because it's something that they gradually become after a dividing factor takes place. So you're saying you're not born selfish because you're taught to support one another and help one another out. It's
naming your siblings and your family members.
Got it. Okay, we're gonna go to the next person. Patsy, how do you feel about that? Are people more selfish today?
Oh, my fault to interrupt. And hey, Dave, I'm done with the test.
All right, hold your answers. We're gonna get to that. Patsy, what do you think? Do you think people are more selfish today?
To a point where some of the younger generation are, but then it's also depending on A, your upbringing, B, whether or not you take heed of what you've been taught. But then also there's some people that are not been taught to be selfless.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't taught either neither here or there about being selfish and selfless, and you know, um. So yeah, I think it might be a little bit more today than it was when we were growing up.
Okay,
But it's all about the person, you know?
all right. Let's go to Robert next. Robert, do you think people are more selfish today?
Say it again, sorry.
Do you think that people are more selfish today than what they've been in the past?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Reason being?
And take a look at the world. There's people doing selfish acts without giving a care about who is it gonna affect or not. I won't say the communities, I won't say the groups, but it's selfish.
Okay. Chelsea, do you think that people are more selfish today than what they have been in the past?
I sat here and I thought about it and I was listening to everybody. I want to speak from, I guess, my upbringing. My mom, I could never call her selfish. I could never call this lady selfish, right? Because she gave to everybody. So that wasn't my upbringing. However, the people that were surrounding me, I did see other things that may make me think that they were selfish. So I don't know. I today I think that I don't know. I see more people trying to be selfless because of what they may have been brought up with.
Bert, you want to jump in there? Same question.
Who?
Bert.
Bird.
Bird?
No, he's
Go ahead for Bird.
Salvation.
All
Right.
right, B. Go ahead, Bert. Same
You,
question.
Oh, yeah.
Good night.
I think we're all born selfish, right? Because we're only worried about ourselves when we want a bottle, we want a diaper change, we want to get hugged, we want to get affection. We have no sense of others as children. And then either that can carry over as an adult, into your adolescent, to your pubescent age, and you still either can pick that up and become self-served.
Mhm.
But for me, I become more self-preserved
So,
over time. I
okay.
definitely, I definitely believe that I was selfish. It was evolution in life. I became selfish, I became self-served, and now I'm more self-preserved for the long game.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's some honesty. All right, let's go to Mr. Lacy. Gregory?
I believe that this generation, it's like mixed. It's up and down because you can look at everybody's a little bit selfish in their own ways. You get what I'm saying? But I believe that my generation might be a little bit more selfish than the generation before us, definitely.
Yes, it is.
Everybody out here is kind of crazy.
Hmm. Okay. Let's go to Elijah next.
Yes.
So
Well,
you need me to repeat the question? The question is, do you think that today people are more selfish than what they have been in the past?
Yes.
And do you got anything to add to that? Yes.
Each generation, Gregory said it best. Each generation, I mean, we get a little bit cold-hearted. We being programmed to think about self. A lot of people are self-centered, you know what I mean? But, yes.
Okay. Sean, same question.
Yes, I think the world is a lot more selfish than it has been. And piggyback off what everybody else was saying. I know that a lot of people like to put on this generation as being selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I think that our generation is just as selfish
Mm-hmm.
because we give up on trying to even reach this generation,
Mm-hmm.
try to even teach them or show them that life could be a little bit better or that they could act a little bit better towards society. So we're quick to say that. I think it's selfish of us to even call this generation selfish without understanding why they act the way that they act.
I agree. So did I get everybody? So if you just joined us tonight, we are talking
I
about born selfish,
Keanu
self-serving, or
too.
self-preserving.
Keanu
So,
and Maria and two.
all right,
David.
all right. Welcome, ladies. We're gonna go to you first, Maria. Are you with us? You ready to answer the question? Do you think that people are more selfish today than in the past?
Yes, I agree with the panel. This generation though is more entitled, so that's what makes them selfish. And our generation could be selfish as well.
Okay. What's up, Duchess? Same question.
Hi. I agree with the panel that this generation is more selfish. I think it's more on display because of social media. Their selfishness is on display as opposed to generations before. You could keep that a little concealed. So, and what was the other question? Was it something about our generation too?
So basically, do you think that people are more selfish today than they have been in the past?
Absolutely, but it's written. This is how it's going to be. Men will
Okay.
become lovers of themselves, and so
All
these are the
right.
days.
So when you say written, you're referring to the Bible?
Absolutely.
All right. So this is scripture. All right. So let's get into some more. Let's have some fun with this. So if people are more selfish today than what they have been in the past, do you think it's environmental? Do you think that it's environmental factors, the fact that let's say media and because people could be selfish based upon they've given so much of themselves to others. This is a means to offer for self-preservation. So do you think that's why people are becoming more selfish or appear to be more selfish today? We're gonna start with Kiana. Go ahead, Kate.
I mean, again, like I said, social media definitely puts a spotlight on being more selfish or at least showing your selfishness. Also, the media, ads. There's a lot of things that are advertised to make you even more selfish. So it's commercialized. So again, we wouldn't have this if we didn't have social media to see everyone's stuff all in our face every day, all day.
Okay. All right, let's get a gentleman's perspective. Mr. Brimage, let's get your, do you think that it's an environmental factor? It's a change of the time, sign of the times. People are becoming more selfish because of the world and the way the world is how they run things. So is it more so due to self-preservation or self-serving? What do you think?
I'm basically going to answer from when you said people becoming selfish because they have helped out too much and now it's time to say for themselves or someone they think is worthy. I'm gonna say this: if you was able and always was put in the spot to help and give or be caring for others, then you should continue to do so, because that's a gift you have of giving and being there for someone. To stop doing it because you're worrying about not getting something in return, or them sucking you up, and you're becoming dry. In other words, you don't have nothing else to give. You shouldn't do that. You should continue to give, because there's people out here that counts on you, and you always have been that person. Why lessen yourself?
Okay. Patsy?
Can I automatically
Go.
piggyback off of that?
Yep, you go ahead, and then Patsy, then you answer the question.
Just
Go ahead.
because a leech is sucking on you doesn't mean that you allow that leech to kill you. So
Yeah.
some people need to be cut off.
Yeah.
Right.
Jump right in,
That's
Patsy.
it.
Yeah, yeah, some people, it's a combination of things, but bottom line, people, regardless of whether you look at social media, you're looking at the news, or whatever's on the television, or whatever you see in the newspaper, whatever, just because you read all those commercials and everything, or read the paper with stuff, it's like it's a choice. If you choose to do it because of all that media stuff, then okay. But bottom line, it's like you have to choose, and it's not to say not to step back away from caring. You can still take care of other people, right? But you also need to take a step back and take care of yourself, which I call me time.
Okay.
You know, like go and get your nails done, your hair done, doing little things to kind of replenish the doing that self-care, so you can replenish yourself, so you can still give to others without feeling depleted. If that makes sense.
Makes perfect good sense. Bert, same question.
Ask the question. I had to get out the car for a minute.
No worries. So again, do you think people become more serving or selfish or self-preserving due to what's going on in the world? Like, is it environmental factors? Are they doing it because they're giving so much of themselves, and now they have to become selfish as a means to for self-preservation?
I think a lot of it is a learned behavior, but then it becomes evolution where people become tired of giving and, giving to everyone else and not taking care of themselves. But a lot of it's learned from day one.
Josie? All right. Maria?
So yeah, I agree that people may seem like they selfish because they got tired of giving they all to others and doing, more for others than their self. So those may look at it as a selfishness, but it's not. It's self-preserve, like you said earlier. It's because now you need to be more mindful to yourself.
Okay. Sean?
Yeah, I like what Maria said. It's definitely, when you've depleted yourself and given all the time, then inside you just say enough is enough, and you just got to do for yourself.
Elijah?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk for myself. When it comes to what I see, like y'all know, I don't have no sisters and brothers, so I was I was more of a I like to call it self-centered. You know what I mean? So basically, if there's things that I want to do, I'm going to do, and there's things that I can do for a person, I'm gonna do for them. But when it comes to selfishness, I look at selfishness like this: if you always ask me to do stuff for you, when you always ask me to do stuff for you, it's like as if I don't got my own life. And to me, that's being a little selfish because, again, I'm a little self-centered and I'm a lot self-centered. So it's all about that timing. If I spend time or do timing with you, it's because I did it. But if you constantly ask me, to me, you're being selfish now. Some people might think you give too much and don't give enough. I don't know, people. That's why I say I'm just talking about me. So, and when it comes to the world, it's always going to be like this till Jesus comes. So, other than that, that's all I got to say.
Okay, good answer. Timmy, do you think people become more selfish because of sign of time, the way the world is changing, or because they've been given so much of themselves, so now they have to give less, so that they can preserve what's left?
Partial. Partial is selfishness, and then the other part is, they just don't want to see, or they feel like people done took advantage of them. So I think it's a partial thing.
Okay. Josie, are you back with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that people are more selfish now due to environmental factors, or because they've given so much of themselves, they feel like they don't have much to give, so anything that they have left, they're gonna preserve it for themselves?
Yeah, I think that in both situations that you need to focus on yourself because, you know, if you can't protect yourself and your mental, then what are we doing?
G, Gregory?
Good to anybody if you ain't right.
That's so true. Gregory, same question.
I think it's a dynamic, like y'all was saying. As the world gets a little bit more materialistic and people are selfish, they want to brag about the things they got, and they want to. It's all about me, 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 like you said when you took the test.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna throw this out there. So anybody
You
just
didn't get Gina. I think
that's
Gina's
what I was
on
about
there.
to say. Anybody that just now joining in, if you didn't get a chance, just say I would like to answer the question so that we don't pass by you. Welcome, Gina.
Hey, hi everybody.
Deanna's in the house too.
We already got
Yeah,
Key.
we already got her.
Okay, Gina, let's bring you up to speed. So we're talking about born selfish, self-serving, or self-preserving, and we are on this question. Do you think that, well, let me just bring you to the first question and then bring you straight to the second one. First question is, do you think that people are more selfish today than what they have been in the past? And second, do you think that people have become more selfish because they've given so much of themselves, so now in turn they have less to give to others?
I think people have always been selfish. I don't think it's a thing where it's like, oh, people are more selfish now and not selfish then. I think people have always been selfish in their own ways. But I heard I don't know, I think it was Timmy that said if you ain't right, you sometimes it's necessary to be quote unquote selfish. If you want to put a title on it and say, you're being selfish by doing whatever
Yeah. What's going on, Douglas?
Timmy, mute
by
your
whatever
phone.
you
Yeah.
whatever you decide to be selfish about. If you're not right, just whatever you do, make sure that you're good first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hope that answers it.
We're gonna stay with you. So the next question is, basically, who's the most selfish person that you know?
My sister. My sister's
Cut
so
it out.
selfish.
Cut it out.
My
Nah.
sister's, I mean, I love her, even my mother would say the same thing. My sister is the one that, out of all her children, she's the most selfish.
Mm.
I love her though, you know.
But don't the rest of y'all got kids, right?
Yeah, well,
All right.
yeah.
See?
Well, besides one brother, the twins,
One of the
other
twins,
set,
right?
the other set of the twins have one. My, Jerome had two.
Yeah.
I have one, and she doesn't have any. But what
Oh,
does that
okay.
have to do with her being selfish?
You know
No,
what? You know
because
what?
listen, because I think when you watch your siblings and you watch them go through things, right? You
Hmm.
say to yourself, like, I don't really want to, go down that road, you
Oh,
know.
so like she didn't have kids because she's too selfish?
That's what I
Gina,
always said
Gina,
that people,
Gina.
because
They
Huh?
not that
always
they
say,
necessarily selfish, right? They always they want the best for a kid, so they ain't gonna put
Well,
no
my
do that.
sister don't want kids.
Of course,
So that makes sense. But she's a caring individual.
of
Sorry, baby.
course she
She's
is,
caring,
no doubt
but
about that.
and she's a loving person. But when it comes to anything, like it doesn't matter what it is, like she will put herself first always.
Can I ask you
and
a
there's nothing
question?
wrong with that if she doesn't have children.
That's
They
true.
call
That's
us, they
true.
call me and my sister selfish because we only had one child.
So
Well, I guess I'm selfish because I'm only having one. So
I'm gonna come.
And,
I'm gonna go around the circle. I'm gonna get all y'all because there's a method to my madness. So again, let's see, Timmy. No, wait, Gina. Which one of y'all the oldest?
I'm the oldest by 4 minutes.
Okay, stay with that. Timmy, who's the most selfish person that you know? Okay, Sean, who's the most selfish person that you know?
For the sake of not embarrassing my family on this podcast, I'll just say myself.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say that if the most selfish person you know is sitting by you or in close proximity, just pass. Don't answer the question. You gotta live with them. Patsy, who's the most selfish person that you know?
One of my neighbors. I feel like she feels like everybody else should be revolving around her and helping her with her kids.
Mm, that's
It's like, yo, I actually had to stop watching her kids for a minute because of it.
mm. Bird, who's the most selfish person that you know?
I want to have to be saying, God rest his soul, but my dad.
Okay. Okay. That's right to the point. Josie, who's the most selfish person that you know?
Selfish. I don't, I can say it, I don't want to say no names, but it's not my sister.
Okay, but still, who's the most selfish person that you know? Is it a he, she?
She says she don't want to say no names.
Thank you.
So let's hear from her lawyer. Maria, who's the most selfish person that you know?
Well, I know a couple of selfish
You see,
people.
she gonna say some names.
I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm just saying I know a couple, and to me, selfishness could be, your inconsideration, how you moving. So I know a couple of people that's selfish. So I can't give you a straight answer at who's the most selfish.
Okay.
Because it could be this person this week, and then it could be somebody the following week.
All right. Elijah, who's the most selfish person that you know?
For people, I mean, a person, nobody. A group of people, Caucasians. Person, nobody.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Don't worry
Right.
about it. That's his answer. That's his answer. Robert, who's the most selfish person that you know?
There's a lot of people that's selfish. I can't just say one person. There's people that's selfish for 3 reasons: lack of respect, lack of consideration, and lack of courtesy.
Okay. G. Lacey, who's the most selfish person that you know?
I'm gonna say, and not in a bad way, my brother, God rest his soul, he didn't like to share nothing. We all could share a whole bunch of stuff, but he was gonna make sure his stuff was going to him.
Kiana, who's the most selfish person that you know?
I don't know any selfish people. I mean, I might, but I'm not around them to be in their selfish ways. So I disassociate with people like that. So I don't know. I can't name them.
Okay, so here's
I would like to change my answer, actually. I'm sorry.
Why? Did she just come in?
No, because she's a selfish person, but she's not as selfish as my son's father. So
Okay.
I completely forgot about him. He just,
He's
exited my
irrelevant.
mind. He's irrelevant. But yeah, my son's father is probably the most selfish person.
All right. So let me go back to Kiana real quick. And everybody, this is where you're gonna check your temperature. You got to implement the honesty factor. Have you been selfish? Can you be selfish, Kiana?
I can be. Am I selfish? I don't think that I am, but I have boundaries and guidelines. So I don't, if you want to call that, like, I'm not killing myself for you. That's a boundary for me. So what does that mean? So you may consider me selfish. I don't.
Okay. Brimage, same question. Can you be selfish? Have you been selfish?
I'm gonna tell you like this: what one or some might consider selfish. Maybe I'm selfish because I don't grace you with my presence. So that might be a selfish act. But I'm in the business to give, and I have a nonprofit, Vision Picture Your Future Inc. And I don't ask anybody for nothing when it comes to their children. My company has to keep giving and giving and giving.
Okay, so you don't consider yourself to be selfish, but you feel like that those that you give to are selfish.
No, I said maybe the people that ask me to come out or do you want to go somewhere, and I say no. Maybe that's selfish on me, not like I said, blessing them with my presence.
Okay. Patsy, have you been selfish? Can you be selfish?
Well, I'm for the most part, I'm not selfish, but there are times where like I need to do me time, um or someone asks me to do something, and I'm like, no, I gotta go. I'm going to get my nails done, or I'm doing this. I got something else to do. I just don't feel like doing it. It might come off sounding selfish, but like I said before, I need to take care of me. I need to have some me time. I just can't give off my stuff 100% to everybody else and not take care of me.
Okay. Bert, are you selfish? Can you be selfish?
I don't think Bird's with us no more.
All right, so let's go to Josie. Let's go to you. Can you be selfish? Have you been selfish?
If I need to be selfish, I can. And what was the second one?
Have you been? You basically answered it. You said if you need to
Obviously, if I need to be selfish, I can.
be. Okay. Sean, can you be selfish? Have you been selfish? Are you selfish?
I'm very selfish. Um, I'm selfish to the point that anything that I do that benefits you, that I do that's nice for you, this and the other, in the long run, it benefits me.
Hmm.
Because if you're happy, that means you're gonna stay happy. That keep me happy.
That's a beautiful thing right there.
Okay.
So I'm very selfish. I mean, there's a the gesture is to do for someone, but there is something in the long run that benefits me at the end of that tunnel.
So the reward factor is greater on your end because you're doing something to help someone else, but it makes you feel good to give to them, to help
Yes,
them.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right? Therapeutic. That's what I like.
That's exactly what I tell the people. Whatever makes you smile, it makes me smile even more. I like to see people happy.
Right. And I want to piggyback on what I was saying. If I'm not happy, I can't make you happy.
Okay, I like that. Maria, are you selfish? Can you be selfish? Have you been selfish?
I probably have some selfish acts, but I'm pretty sure all of us had a
Mm-hmm.
selfish act at some point. But do I consider myself to be a selfish person? No, because I agree with everybody else. I like for you to be happy. So if you happy, I'm happy because you can't have miserable people around you because then you're miserable.
Mm.
Exactly.
All right, birthday boy, are you back, Timmy? Are you selfish? Can you be selfish? Have you been selfish? Okay, I think Timmy stepped away to get some birthday gifts. He'll be back. Bert, same question. Are you selfish? Can you be selfish? Have you been selfish?
Bird left the podcast.
All right, so Bird might be one of the individuals presenting Timmy with a birthday gift. Gina, have you been selfish? Can you be selfish? Are you selfish?
I think everybody has been selfish. Do I think I am selfish? No. I feel like I need to be more selfish. I'm actually in a season where I'm trying to be more selfish because I'm one of those people that would disrupt my peace and my happiness to be a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
And I'm trying to be, even though my sister is selfish, I'm trying to be more like her in some ways because it seems like people that are more selfish, they live their life better. So
That's what it appears to be, huh?
that's
Um,
that's what it appears to be. So I mean, I'm not saying they're not stressed out or nothing like that, but it just seems like I'm just I'm too much of a people pleaser, especially when it comes to my family. Like even though I don't want to do something, I will do it just because of their title. You know what I mean? And that's
I
not
as
always
well.
healthy.
I as well.
No.
I as well.
Yeah.
um,
That's why I say you got to give yourself a little bit of me time. Find something that you enjoy, like either getting yourself your nails done, your hair done. Go buy you some flowers.
ooh,
That's right.
self-care.
I just bought me two plants. I just bought me two plants, Patsy.
That's the
I
gift that gives
well,
keeps on
a little
giving.
bit of me time.
Yeah.
Something else for you to nurture. Mr. Lacey, same question. Are you selfish? Can you be selfish? Have you been selfish?
I don't consider myself selfish, but there's three things: my money, my time, and my women. All of those are gonna cost you something. Love, money, or something else. You might get hurt.
Hmm. All right. Elijah, same question. Are you selfish? Can you be selfish? Have you been selfish?
No and no and no.
Okay, well, that's an easy answer. Okay, so let's go to this, guys, before we get to these questions. So most of us on here are parents, or we have been given the responsibility of caring for other people's children, sometimes our siblings, sometimes our cousins and neighbors and things like that. So I'm going to approach this from the parent. You, as a parent, can you afford to be selfish when it comes to your children? Are you allowed to put yourself first when you have children? Let's go back to Gina.
Absolutely not. I mean, I guess when it honestly, okay, so I think it depends on how old the child is. When the children are, I would say if they're not, I don't even know then, because once you're a parent, if you know, like, but my thing is what I've seen on a post before. I said, you are not, don't be so caught up in trying to be the greatest parent. If your kids are driving you crazy to a point, like, you deserve to be happy too. So that's like a fine line though with me. Like, it's your child. Like, there's no room, especially with my 3-year-old. There's no room for me to be selfish. I could be selfish for maybe an hour if that means me having my mom watch my son so I can go get my hair done. So yeah, that's my selfish. Yes, baby.
But even that, I don't think you're being selfish. I think you
Right.
preserving yourself. So
I was
Exactly.
just about to
trying to
say
be
that.
mommy
Exactly what I
again.
was talking about.
You know,
Selfie.
I don't think you're being selfish. I think you preserving your mom. You preserving yourself. So when it's time to be mommy again, you can be the best mommy you can be. So I
Yeah.
don't
Right.
think
Remembering who you
you're
are.
selfish.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think all parents need to break from their kids at some point in time. And it's not about being selfish. And I can answer that because you have a 3-year-old and I have a 32-year-old. It really never changed.
Exactly. I was about to say. I was about to say it does. I don't know if it will ever change. So
It
like,
really never changed, And as a mom, you might feel guilty because you're like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna put myself first this time.
right.
All right, so
Right.
Maria, you're basically answering the question now. You want to add to it. So, as a parent, can you ever, be selfish? Can you put your child?
No,
Can you put yourself
I,
before
I,
your
I,
child?
I don't think I'm being selfish. It's what I just said to Gina. I think I'm preserving myself because
Okay.
now I need some for me time. A peace of mind.
All right.
Mhm.
Let me be fair, because the women all chimed in support. Like I said, support our sisters. Go to emporiumplus.org. Get your support our sister gear. Because at this time, y'all all need support on the greatest level. I'm gonna go to Josie. Josie, as a parent, do you think that you can ever be selfish? Can you put yourself before your child?
I can never be selfish. I'm sorry. When it comes to mine, I'm sorry. Y'all already know. I don't get no sleep. I'm growing gray hair. You know what it is. Stop playing with me. I cannot breathe. We went to a concert. For real, for real. No, seriously. I'm not selfish when it comes to this child of mine. I'm sorry. I feel like he did not ask to be brought into this world, and no child does. So I feel like I'm responsible. So I'm sorry, even at a concert where I'm like, "Where's my kid?" And what Maria said, he's a grown man, but at the same time, it's like, hold up, y'all. Wait a minute, my heart's y'all don't everything where and everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy, but no, That's me not being selfish.
Okay, so let's go to Kiana. Same question.
As a parent, I think it does depend on their age, because I feel like and it depends on the situation. For me, no, not really. But I mean, if it's going to be his detriment for me to be selfish and landing on a sword for him, and he doesn't learn, he keeps doing the same old shit over and over again, that's not beneficial to him. That's not allowing him to grow up to be a man. So I wouldn't do certain things to do that. But yeah, my kid is grown too. I don't see him hardly ever because he's always at work, but he's still at the forefront of my mind. I still operate like he was my first real responsibility. So I still operate in that manner.
See, I'm saying,
And then wait, David, not to interrupt you, but that comes with people's lifestyles. And I'm gonna leave, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave that there.
I'm gonna say this. Initially, and for a long time, and present day too, a lot of us on this panel card carrying members of the Punk Ass Parent Club, and we are also exclusive members of another club that we have been indoctrinated into, where our children have placed us in this club where parents are a second option club, where we're the second option. We're not the first anymore. We're not a priority. But I'm gonna give you a chance to answer that question too, Patsy. Give us your perspective. Do you think a parent has the option of being selfish, ever has an option of being selfish?
Well, I don't think it's not so much having an option to be selfish. They can be selfish, act out selfishly, come across selfishly. But I'll just say, like, on my experience growing up with my mom, she had to tell us to go take a walk someplace down the street, take the dog, go for a walk, because at one point we lived in Jamaica Plain, and we lived not too far from either the Arboretum or the Jamaica Plain. It's like, take your ass and go over here, whichever place she told us to. But if she came to find us, we better be wherever the fuck she told us to be, because we were working on nerves. So for her, it wasn't so much about taking that me time and having alone time for her. It was about, I need like a half an hour, 45 minutes or whatever to be alone and get these kids out my face.
That definitely sounds like self-preservation. It saved everybody's lives.
Exactly.
All right, let's get the men's perspective. We're gonna start with you, Robert. As a parent, do you think the parent ever has an option to be selfish when it comes to their children?
I don't know. A woman might see it different. Me as a father, I didn't have time to be selfish. I always try to make sure my kids was right before me. Like tonight, I have haddock fish to cook. I haven't cooked it yet because my daughter said she might be coming in here. So I'm like, well, don't cook because you might eat it all. This way I let her cook it and we can share it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that sounds like some punk ass parent club stuff to me. But
it sounds like love.
Well, it's a little bit of both. That's okay though.
I'm just teasing you. Gregory, same question. As a parent, do you ever have the option of being selfish, putting yourself before your child?
No, you never have that option. It just is crazy because if I'm eating something and my son comes in and he asks me for a piece, you think I'm gonna be like, no, he can't get it? That's crazy. Now you're being neglectful.
Hmm.
Wait, is that neglect really?
Sound like
He went
Oh, it's my
straight
turn.
to the left. He went straight to the left. No, that's neglectful. You're neglecting your kid. No. My son just asked me, he ate all his shrimp and asked me for mine. I gave him one. He kept asking me. I said, no,
Mhm.
no, it's mine.
See,
Gina,
self-preserving.
Gina, I was worse. I used to feel bellies and was real concerned for the children. Did you eat? You need something to drink? And I did it to more than just my children. I did it to other people's kids.
Yeah, and that.
Oh, you're the overfeeder.
No,
I
Yeah.
had to make sure they're right because I don't know what their parents are doing at times.
he is the warrior.
That's true.
I'm surprised he doesn't have the head full of gray hair. Um, let's go to another meal. Elijah, let's get your perspective as a parent. Do you ever have the option of being selfish, putting yourself first before your child?
Nah, I got 6 of them too. Well, 7 of them, excuse me. Nah, and they range.
Okay. Sean, same question.
Do you ever have that option? I think you have that. Um, because there was a time in my life I was very selfish. Now I thought I was doing the right thing, but as time went on, it was the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to look at it as it being a selfish move. My intentions were one thing, but the reality of it was the complete opposite.
Okay. Duchess. So at this
Mofo, Dave,
hold on one
Mofo, you got
second.
my answer, right?
Hold on one second, Elijah. I promise I'm coming right back to you. Duchess, at this time, can you take the time to pull up your questions? The discussion questions? Go ahead, Elijah.
Nah, I just want to know you got my answer.
You want to give me more? You want to elaborate?
No, I wanted to know, make sure, because I had a phone call when I was talking. That's why.
No, give me if you feel like you need to add more to it, go ahead. So the
I'm
question,
I'm with the panel. You know what I mean? When you have children, grandchildren, I don't think that's really a word for real parents. I don't think it's a such thing. Real talk.
okay. All right, that's fair. All right, so I asked Duchess Kiana to pull up her discussion questions. So at this time, if anybody else has theirs present, just pull them out. Those are one of the first texts that Gregory sent you today, where it gives you a whole bunch of questions.
I just wanted to say I'm glad Elijah had added in grandkids because they count too.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that seems like that's a lot
Thank
of
you, Maria.
that is definitely a selfless act.
Spoken like a true grandparent.
Let me say this, that is definitely a selfless act because in some circles, some cultures, once people raise their children, that's it. They don't have no concerns about any
Not in our culture. You going to Big Mama's house.
yeah, well that's not in Benita Brewington's family, period. Everybody can come to her house. They
Hey,
just
check it. I'm still the disciplinary. You know what I'm saying to you? Papa's here. You know what I mean? That all that shuts down when Papa come around. All that running around screaming, nah. You know, I make that look. You know what I mean? Feel like that's why I say I don't think it's a such thing of you have your. I mean, we all can get self-centered. Don't get it twisted. But when it comes there for our children, there's no such thing of being selfish. When you really, that's like you being self. I don't know. To me, it's like you denying your own self. You know, like how can you not love your children? It's like you're not loving yourself. You're denying your own self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just nah. That's
Deadbeats,
crazy.
deadbeats are self. The only people that be selfish to their children is people that aren't in their children's lives.
and okay, Kiana, you got your questions pulled up?
You mean I got the question
Yeah, that
pulled up?
question
Yeah.
pulled up. Yes. All right. So we got some questions we're gonna go over, and then we'll come back to some other ones after this. All right, so last say about 2-3 weeks ago, Kiana and I was having one of our council sessions, and we during our dialogue, feedback, my sister from another mister, she said something, and I felt like it was something that we should discuss as a whole with the panel, because I wanted to get a well-rounded like perspective. So this is why we're bringing this to you guys and sharing this with you. So I went on the internet and I was looking for something that can measure or determine the level of selfishness that each person displays. Now, these questions do not per se tell you if you are selfish or not. It tells you, in accordance to these questions, this is the level of selfishness that you display, and according to these questions. So it's not a case where no one can tell you if you're selfish or not. The way you answer these questions, this determines at what level you are selfish. Okay, now that we said that, let's get started. All right, Kiana, question number 1.
Okay. Your friend has just broken up with their partner and is really upset. They confide in you about what went wrong. How do you react? You listen to everything they have to say and comfort them.
A.
You try to give them some advice by relaying your own experiences.
B.
Or, I'm sorry?
No, I'm just labeling them A, B, or C. Go ahead.
Okay. You tell them how deeply upset you are also. You really like their partner and now you won't be able to see them.
C. Is that the first ones in the first options?
That was the first question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's break that first one down. So again, these people are breaking up, and they're confiding in you. And what's your answer based upon those? Again, let's go around. So what's the first one, Kiana? You guys could just say A, B, or C. Go ahead, Kiana. What's the first answer?
You listen to everything they have to say and comfort them.
How many people
That's
agree
A.
with that one?
I do.
I
I
do.
agree with that.
I
do.
Agree 110%.
All
I
right.
agree.
Okay. What about the next one?
You
I
try to
also
give them
agree go ahead, Kiana.
okay, some advice by relaying your own experiences.
How many think that you would go that route?
It depends on the situation. If it's something that if it's near to what I experienced, I might say this is what I went through, or this is how I got over it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
there's multiple choice questions, but I
Mhm.
think that like I would listen to them first completely, let
Right.
them get whatever they have to say. Like,
Exactly.
okay, well, this is how you should handle this or whatever. And the last C is anybody want B?
Anybody would go with?
So that was give them some advice and relay your own experiences.
So anybody?
Yeah, because you know what, I would kind of do both of A and B. But like when I read that question, I thought like there should have been a fourth answer in saying it depends on the situation.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
I specifically went
they don't give you all these things. You have to choose 1, 2,
Right.
A,
or
yeah,
C.
but that's what my
say
thought process answering the question was.
or normally it's an all above. So it's not an all
Yeah.
above.
You don't want it. You
No,
don't.
you
I
don't want
guarantee you. You don't want.
C. You do not want to
this
tell them
one.
how deeply upset you are because you really like your
Right.
partner and you won't be able to see. What the
See,
hell kind of crap is that?
I wouldn't never agree with C, because now you got this person thinking, what's really going on here? You like them more than you like me?
Exactly.
Read
Yeah,
C one
sounding
more.
like infidelity on
Read C one more time, please.
You tell them how deeply upset you are also. You really like their partner, and now you won't be able to see them.
Anybody pick C?
Hey Dave, I saw on TikTok that it was at a funeral and they was black, and the dude asked the girl, the widow, will you marry me? And the widow said yes.
They need
Wow.
we got that's another topic because
That's
I'm
another
about to say
topic.
something because
Was
they
that
I'm
an
gonna tell you right now they need to
African
lay
person?
down right beside the deceased. But anybody pick C?
No,
No.
not
No
me.
one pick C? Alright, y'all. Alright. Y'all ain't gonna be tricked in that one. So out of that question, what do you think is the selfish answer?
See,
See.
Definite.
All right. I mean, I know there's more than just women on this panel. Guys, which do you think is the selfish answer out of A, B, and C?
I say C.
Elijah, what do you say?
I saw a man who proposed to the woman
Uh, um,
dead husband
Gregory,
at a
what do you
funeral.
say?
Who
Right?
thinks of
Come
this
on.
stuff, y'all? My fault.
They look
Yeah.
at the questions.
Gregory, what do you say? Which answer the selfish answer? All right.
B's a selfish answer.
Okay, Robert, what's the selfish answer?
I agree with everyone.
You got so which is it?
Everyone says C.
Okay. And Timmy, are you back with us yet? All right.
Let him enjoy his birthday.
Yeah. It's safe.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to question number 2.
Am I reading all these questions?
Yes, you are. Unless someone else want to pull up a list and they can
Let me
join
get
in.
my teacher voice on. Excuse me. Okay, you're on a plane sitting comfortably in an aisle seat. A family who have been assigned separate seats from each other asks you if you would swap with one of them so they can sit together. This means you are now in a middle seat. What do you do? A, give up your seat. B, talk to the flight attendants first to see if they can place you somewhere better. And if so, then you'll give up your seat. Or C, refuse to give up your seat. It's their problem.
That's right.
Now you should ask what's the most selfish one.
No,
And
wait,
just
because
And
I
that's
keep
want to
right,
moving.
see.
cuz.
Wait, I want to see
Wait,
what
wait,
everybody's
let's
answer
go
is.
to the
Which
next question first.
I heard somebody say that's right away.
That was
So
Gina.
That
Gina,
was me.
Gina,
Yeah.
you pick C. All right, stay there. Patsy.
well, that happened to us in real life on our way to Florida. There was a girl. She was sitting all the way in the back. Oh, well, not all the way in the back. She was sitting where we were sitting. Her parents and them was sitting up in the front. We just happened to get split up. Oh, well, I don't know if it was Pringle or Jamal. One of them was sitting up there. So we asked the girl, do you mind switching? Go up there where your family is and let our family come back here. It wasn't a problem. We switched.
So which one would you pick, Maria, out of the options?
To ask them, do they want to switch seats? So if someone asks me, can I go over there to sit with my family? I'll do it.
Okay. Sean?
It would be B for me, but it was a couple of reasons that I would pick B.
Okay,
B,
what are they?
B would have to be the duration of the flight. Don't like
Mhm.
middle seat. I'm always an aisle or window. And oh shoot, what was the second part? Yeah, it'd be the duration of the seat and what type of vibe I got from the individual.
Ooh. Okay.
Can I just tell you why I chose C real quick?
Yeah, you can because you can't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She
Okay.
said,
I
fuck
chose I
it.
chose C, right? I chose C because when I travel, I usually pick out my seat. And when you pick out your seat, you pick out the one that you want. And I have big hips. I'm not squishing in the middle of nobody. I don't care if it was a 2-hour flight. I don't care if it's a 1-hour flight, 8-hour flight. I'm not doing it. I'm going to make myself uncomfortable when 2 months ago or 3 months ago, when I booked this flight and picked my seat, you know, you should have did the same thing.
Some airlines don't allow that though.
What
Hey
airline?
Gina. Hey Gina, you got a 7 on your score, huh, Gina?
Spirit doesn't allow you, or
Spirit,
neither does what's the other one? The
Delta?
Spirit, and I don't fly. I only fly. Mostly, I fly
oh,
American and JetBlue.
I just did
Southwest.
American, and American switch would allow me to switch my had picked my seat for us. And
Yeah,
South.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yep.
See,
Yeah.
I have to agree in this sense. American Airlines is not going to get no great reviews for me because we picked our seats in advance and they switched our seats.
Which
Oh,
yeah,
hell no.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that never happened to me, and hopefully
yeah,
it won't, since I'm talking about it.
yeah. We had like several people on that flight that happened to, and
Was the flight originally canceled and then
West was like that as well. No.
who Southwest?
Southwest is like that. You have to like they A, B, and you stand in the thing. I don't like that crap at all. So I don't fly them.
So let me make this easy.
I'm not chin checking nobody for no seat.
Who picked
Go
C?
ahead.
Who picked C besides Gina? Anybody else?
I was
I didn't
edging
me.
towards C. I agree with Cuz, but I picked B.
All
But
right,
I
Gregory,
would
you
be
picked
on
B.
some B type stuff because I'm claustrophobic and I'm not about to sit in between two big people. And you're not about to have me like that for the whole flight. It's not happening. I'm
I don't
sorry.
mind. I don't
Your
mind
kid's
sitting
gonna
in
have to sit up
because
the aisle.
I don't mind sitting in the middle, but if I pick my window seat, I'm not giving it up.
Oh no, no.
That's right. Definitely not.
Yeah,
I like the one
yeah.
I
I don't do windows. So
I picked
I
B
do.
because I'm gonna analyze the situation and probably want to compromise before I actually
And
give up my
Right.
seat.
So I agree with
and,
that, Gregory. It's like Sean said, if the person didn't approach that situation the right way, then I might not give up my seat. And then, like Gina said, if I feel like I'm going to be squeezed between people that may be of a larger size or whatever, I might not give up my seat. If you look like you're Taliban, I don't want to sit beside you.
okay, and can I add on to that? If there's a baby in that row, I don't want that freaking row, so I will move. So it all
Right.
depends on the selfishness on this question. So I guess I would agree with Sean. I'm going with
if
B.
y'all just say no, no matter what it is, y'all won't have a problem. Like me, come to the seaside.
All right, and Patsy, where'd you pick?
I would talk to the flight attendant just so like there ain't no issues, and because sometimes they could be funny. Well, didn't your ticket say this spot, and then and then you're arguing with the flight attendant. So let's just square this up with the flight attendant, see what comes up for how we can arrange this.
Okay.
To get a better seat or whatever it is.
And Rob,
I ain't arguing no airline people.
Robert, what was your choice?
That automatically get picked
I
off.
give up my seat. I like to see family together, so I'm gonna give up my seat and I'm gonna put my headsets on. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. And Elijah, what was yours again?
Fuck 'em.
He said,
Oh,
Nah.
that
Hold
sounds
on.
like a C to me.
Nah, hold on. No, real talk. When I don't go do that no more. I do business in first class. But when I used to do that stuff, I would give up my seat.
All right. So, like I was telling Gregory earlier, all the people that picked to talk to the flight attendant first, or to just go with C and say F them. If your family members was sitting there and it was vice versa, and you wanted that person to give up their
I've been on
seat so you could be
flights
closer,
where me
you
and my
wouldn't have
husband
that
were
energy.
sitting next to each other.
Now, so I'm
I
asking
don't
y'all
care.
the
We're
same
going to
question.
the same place when we get there.
I'm asking y'all the same question
Okay.
I asked you on the last one. Which do you think the selfish answer is, or is there a
C.
selfish answer in that one?
C.
So you believe
Technically, it would
C.
be C.
You
How
But
think
how was
again, I've been on
Steve?
plenty of
How
flights
was
where we ain't
Steve?
sit together. We don't need to.
Because you took
Right.
you
How,
listen,
how is
C
Steve
is
No,
selfish?
well,
selfish.
How is Steve
because
selfish when that's your seat? That's not selfish. That's your
Because
seat.
you
I
said
take time.
fuck them. That's
Yes, and
why
that's
it's
selfish.
selfish.
You didn't even
okay?
take in consideration
Let me ask
why
you.
or how.
Let me ask you another question.
That's how it always be.
Let me ask you another question. Is it self-preserving or
facts.
self-serving?
It's a
Yeah.
combination.
It's a combination.
You're
Self-preserving.
It's
saying
definitely a
it's
Self-preserving.
It's
self-preserved. That's
definitely a
selfish.
combination.
You
Self-preserving.
That's
making sure that
mean.
you making sure
That's
everything's
Because
right for
mean.
you.
That, excuse me, that
I
is
picked
so
out.
cold. You
It's
said
fine. You
fuck
pay
them.
for the
You
seat. Don't worry. You're
Hey,
getting
don't
in.
Say,
worry
you
about
know
it. That's
what?
your
I'm
answer. You
not going to
stick with
make it convenient for
I
this
pay for my
person.
seat. I'm not giving it up. But it depends on the situation.
That's
All
selfish.
right, so let's welcome back to me.
App is right of being mean. He is definitely right about that. See, the thing is, as humans, we all have emotions, right? And we don't take heed to each other's emotion or how we going to react to something that someone said or something that someone done. So we don't know how the reaction is going to be. Some people might take it as he ain't saying nothing, and then others might take it like, nah, you trying to be funny, you trying to put me out there and all that nonsense,
So
So
let me ask you a question so that let me be fair to you and everybody else. Would you give up your seat or would you or would you allow
if it was an old person or somebody on crutches or somebody that was in a wheelchair that needed to lift that chair up, yes,
and
I've
now we're
done it.
talking about what all right, that's fair. We're talking about a plane. All right, Kiana, read the next question.
All right. Your sibling has forgotten Mother's Day. What do you do? A, buy a card and gift from both of you. So I'm not saying mom. I don't like that. So your mom, I'll say mom, even though I don't like that word either. Buy a card and gift from both of you, so your
Like a lot of
mom
damn
is
words.
none the wiser. B, call, text them to let them know they've forgotten, but let them scramble to sort out their own present. C, tell your mom your sibling forgot so that you are seen as the best child.
You already know what's selfish.
Maria, which one would you do?
I'm gonna we're gonna put our name on that card together. But then we have a sibling who probably go ahead and tell on us anyway.
And
Understand it.
don't worry. That individual is going to answer the way we all know he or she's going to answer. But Josie, what would you do in this situation?
What is the situation?
We're gonna come back to you.
Oh,
Sean,
you still gonna have to tell me the situation.
with Kiana, one more time, please.
Your sibling has forgotten Mother's Day. What do you do? A, buy a card and gift from both of you or all of you so that your mom is none the wiser. Call.
Sorry, Kiana.
B, sorry, B.
It's B. It's B. It's B.
I'm gonna come through the phone and I'm gonna pinch you. That's me being selfish. Sean?
Hey, that's only in cartoons and shit.
It's B. It's B. And if that's me being selfish, no. That's me. That's me reminding all of y'all, and you should
Did
be
our
accountable for
mother
your own actions.
did our mother ever do that shit to our father? Hell no.
All right,
He's
Timmy.
ready.
Hell
It said
fucking
Mother's
no.
Day. It said Mother's
All
Our
Day.
right, so
mother
Moving on,
never
Timmy.
did
David.
it to
Moving
our
on,
father.
David.
Our
All
mother
right,
never
so
did it to
Timmy,
our father.
Same question. What is your answer? A, B, or C? Would you put the name on the card so that she doesn't know, or would you leave everybody else to scramble around to get their own gift, or would you get a gift and give it to her and then tell nobody else did it so it makes you look like the favorite child?
Robert would do C.
We're on Timmy. A, B, or C?
They get control of your people. The
All right,
captain.
Sean, go ahead.
A.
All right, Timmy, you got A. That's your answer. Sean?
What was C again? I'm sorry.
C is...
Tell your mom your siblings forgot so that you are seen as the best child.
Nah, and B was just everybody
Call or
scrap.
text them and let them know they've forgotten, but let them scramble to sort out their own present.
Oh yeah, always, because we're adults.
Okay.
So you're going with B?
Yes.
So you want to ask me?
Wait a minute. There's other people. I'm gonna get to you.
Okay.
Elijah?
I don't have no siblings, kid.
You know, right.
All right, all right, so we'll pass you on that one. Gregory?
He don't have no damn sibling.
He does, but we're talking about the mother.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna pass Gregory.
Passing me?
Patsy?
Oh snap!
You want to answer?
Whoa,
You want to answer? You can answer.
You didn't get a say,
father's
G,
kids
huh?
count. Let the boy
You
answer.
can answer if you want to.
The question is pertaining towards his mother and other siblings. So really,
I didn't even hear the
I
question.
said mom. You're
If
right.
you don't have siblings, you could answer the question. What you would do?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
all right, we're gonna go to Patsy and Gregory. For some reason, he missed the question too. Patsy, go ahead, Patsy.
I will pick A. Buy a gift card and for all of us, right?
Yeah.
But my siblings giving me up some change for doing so.
Okay.
Do something else with yourself, Patsy.
They gonna scramble. I'm not putting my name on no, but nobody's putting them on my car. You better get your own.
That's selfish.
No.
Wait. Go ahead, Robbie. It's on you. We're all waiting.
I feel this way strongly. I feel if your mother raised you for all those years and you don't know what the hell, you don't know what day is Mother's Day or you can't remember, I'm going to call or text you and let you scramble because 9 times out of 10, I might get a gift on a card that you don't agree with. So get your own, use your own damn choosing. And that's how I feel about that. So it's B.
Okay, now let's go back to Gregory. Gregory, we're gonna give you a chance to answer the questions. Don't feel any pressure. Same question.
Josie doesn't have any kids.
I know.
All right.
Said give him a chance to answer. Go ahead, Gregory.
Oh boy, you got to repeat the question. Never repeat.
Let me say this to you. We want to go over these one time, so everybody please pay attention. I'm going to paraphrase. It's Mother's Day. It's a gift that you were supposed to get for your mother. Your A, do you
And why can't I answer this question? Why
listen
wouldn't I
to
be
what
able
we're
to answer
saying?
this
Because it's
question?
pertaining
Me
to
and my
siblings.
brother cousins have done this before. We're gonna all make sure that we have our names on the call.
Listen. We don't have a lot of time. You're gonna get the gift, put their names on it, or do you call?
That's what I just said.
All right, hey, let's move on, Kiana.
D,
All right.
no mind. I'm
My
not gonna
answer
say
was
nothing.
A too.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Kiana, your answer's A?
Next.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, it's without a given. And then I collect at the end of month or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, so you're like Patsy, you
But
gonna
see,
yeah, but we usually get it together. We say, what are we gonna do? Or like this last Mother's Day, I was like, I got something. Because she was planning the baby shower, so I was like, I got something. Don't worry about it. So whatever.
So that's like tricky. It's like you're doing something, but are you really doing something because you're looking for your money in return?
Yeah, because the same would be for Don Curran. She would want money. She would want her money back. Or like I said, we both put our money together and we just get something. That's
So
what
let
we've
me-
done for years.
So let me ask you guys a question. Of that question and those answers, was
C.
what was the selfish one?
C.
Yes, see.
C.
I think okay, y'all will go with C, but I think it was 2. I think that B could be a bit selfish too.
But if you're asking
No,
for money,
because
you already
none
went
of
out
that
and
would
signed
be
your
to your
sister or
mother's
brother's name
knowledge.
on a gift. That's selfish too.
Okay.
Because you're doing something just to get something back.
No,
You
it's
want to be seen
see
as
like
the,
where I'm coming from, where we're getting her a gift, right? But mom doesn't know that you done forgot. So I had to say, yo, Robert, I got this, but later on you giving me that money back.
oh, now that
That's
you
how
mention it, I don't think I did get my money.
See,
The only
you and her, it's about me and you giving to her.
The only way I would allow my siblings to be on my gift if they were like unemployed or they, or they they lost, their house burned down or something. Something like that. Other than
They
that,
are
no.
on hard times. They're on hard times.
all right, let's go to the next question. Go ahead.
All right, the next question is, your best friend is getting married. What are you most excited about? Seeing them getting married to the love of their life. That's A. B, the party. C, how good you're going to look in white.
Patsy, which answer did you choose?
To see them get married.
Okay,
That would be my question.
that would be your
That's my
answer. All right, Gina, which one did you pick?
Can I pick 2?
No, you pick one.
Really?
I guess. So I guess it's obviously for them to be happy and in love and married. But I'm excited for the party too. I just want to say that. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Different for everybody, but yeah.
Gina, I agree with you too. A and B.
All right, so go on, Josie. If
He said A and B too.
Sean.
It's B for me.
All right.
The party.
Robert.
It's A.
Okay. Gregory.
I like A and B too. I'm gonna turn up with you.
Timmy. Elijah.
Oh, fuck it. All the above. Shit.
Kiana, did we get you?
Yeah, I did the same thing. Everyone else is doing it.
It's A. I'm seeing I'm wanting to see them get married. I know what the hell I look like in white. I wear white all the time. That's stupid. And
Yes.
the party, I could go home to go to bed. So yeah, we're good.
All right.
I just don't want to be in the wedding.
And
that is it.
What's the selfish answer?
C.
C.
So everybody C. Okay, C, amigo. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Your friends are having a party. What do you do? What do you turn up with? A, nothing. There'll be plenty to eat and drink there. B,
that's a lot
I'll
of
only
people.
bring something if they need me to. Or C, I'll bring booze, snacks, or a nice gesture just to say thanks for hosting, even if they said not to bring anything.
Kiana, we'll go to you first.
I was raised never to come to nobody's house empty-handed, so C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patsy.
C.
Timmy.
C.
Sean. Sean.
It's C for me.
Okay. Josie.
C.
Maria.
From the car.
C.
From the car.
I said C, but for some people it might be B. Because if you didn't bring nothing to my life gathering, I'm not coming.
We want your answer. Gina,
C.
Robert.
From the cloth.
Of course it's C. I'm the only one that brings drinks to mother's house from day one.
Cut from the
Robert,
cloth.
stop it.
Cut from the cloth.
Elijah,
Everybody.
Elijah.
What's the question again?
They're having a party. What are you bringing what are you going to turn up with? Are you bringing nothing but yourself? Are you going to bring something because you're told, or you're going to bring something simply because you don't want to show up empty-handed? That's paraphrasing.
Oh, I'm gonna bring drinks with me.
Okay. So guys, what do you think the selfish answer is?
A.
All right.
Some people think that they are the gift. So
move on, King.
Dave.
Well, okay, hold on.
Dave, C stands for cut from the cloth. That's what that C, everybody says C. We all cut from the cloth.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a fair answer. That's a good synopsis. All right, Kiana, next question.
okay. Your mom is visibly tired and complains that she feels a little ill while making dinner. What do you do? A, take over cooking and send her to bed. B, give her your sympathies but continue to let her cook. It's enchilada night. C, continue to let her cook and remind her repeatedly to wash her hands so she doesn't infect the food.
Robert, you're first.
I will take over cooking and try to ask her to go to bed.
Patsy?
I agree with Robert. I'll take over and send her to bed if she don't want to go, but sit down.
Right, Patsy, right.
All right, so Timmy, your answer is you agree with Patsy. Sean?
And Robbie.
Okay, so your answer is A, Sean?
Yep, my siblings and I, we do this every year. We take over and try to make my mother sit down.
Right.
That's so Sean is A too. Josie?
A.
Maria?
A.
Gregory?
No question, A.
Gina?
A.
Elijah?
Shut up and cook and wash your fucking hands.
I don't know what you've been doing.
No.
Yep, that's your answer.
Y'all keep going to the nursing home.
You know, goddamn well he ain't said no shit like that.
He ain't talking about his
two body blows to the
He ain't
rib.
talking about his mama. He talking about someone else's mama. Kiana?
It would be A. First of all, I don't want her near my food, or else I'm not eating. So A.
Okay.
It's all right, baby. It's all right. I got a little cold.
No.
Go ahead, Kiana. What's the selfish? Wait, what's the selfish answer in that one?
C.
Thank you. I was just wanting to see if anybody was going to say
selfish too.
I think B and C is the selfish ones. I think B and C is the selfish ones. All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right. You're having great sex and you orgasm pretty quickly. Your partner does not. What do you do? A, roll over immediately and go to bed. B, continue until they orgasm also. C, stop and promise that next time you guys do it, they'll get theirs first.
D, lie. Tell everybody it was a good time. Everybody go to sleep. Go ahead, Patsy.
I will continue until they got an orgasm.
Ooh, you're a giver. Timmy.
What?
Oh,
Lord.
What?
You're having sex. Your partner does an orgasm. I'm paraphrasing. I got mine. You should have got yours. Or let's keep trying. Or I promise to do better the next time.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been doing counting exercises, yeah. Think about the booty and the thighs and the curves.
Okay. Sean,
I be doing tongue exercises, god damn it.
Tongue
What,
all
exercise.
right,
what
all
year
right,
was that,
okay,
Timmy?
okay,
What year was
okay,
that, Timmy?
okay,
Please,
okay.
tell me the year.
Sean, go ahead.
It is 2023. We are grown folks. You knew what I came over here for. Let's go.
Oh, so that must be
Oh gosh.
um
Yes.
And you don't is that
Elijah.
I'm a selfish nigga.
Elijah.
Yeah. It's old school shit, right? My sex game is like Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? My sex game is like Jesus, nigga. You dig? You be the first one, nothing. I'll be the second coming.
Oh, okay. Just agree and figure it out later. Josie,
I gotta use that one.
I
you
really,
might not get another one.
I might need the question read to me again because it took me somewhere else.
Okay, so here we go. Of course it would. You're having sex. The individual you're dealing with, they came before you, and these are the answers. I'm paraphrasing. Basically, I got mine. You should have got yours. B, what is it? Let's keep trying. And C, I'll do better next time.
If I like you, if I like you.
Yeah, if I like you, which
If
one?
I like you, it might be B.
It might be.
and if
It
you
might
don't
be B.
Yeah,
Okay.
might be B.
All right.
So I'm gonna be back there.
I
Don't
want to know if you don't like
Maria?
them. You go to rollover.
If I don't like you, then we're not talking about anything else.
Maria, Maria.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Oh.
All right, Patty, you gonna answer the question?
So, who came first?
He
You
or
came
she?
first.
You didn't.
You.
You didn't.
Who's on?
No,
No,
you
it
came
said you.
first, Maria.
It could
You
be
did,
for either
Maria.
one of
You
y'all.
came first.
Oh, I
You
think I
came
know her
first.
answer. I think based upon what she said.
No, I'm not gonna be selfish if I came first. We're gonna keep on doing it because I'm gonna come again.
There you go.
If I like you.
But I'm not gonna be selfish.
Are we talking about oral or penetration? Because that's totally different.
We're talking about climaxing.
Either or. Either or.
However,
But
Either
then
or.
what can happen either way? So let me say this. If it was oral, listen, you gotta make it happen because I'm not about to sit up here and have lockjaw because you ain't doing it. Nothing's happening. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, my fault. That's where I'm selfish at. My fault.
He gotta go see his doctor, Gina. That's all. Moving on.
Because I know it ain't me. So if you
moving
Gregory.
So it just can't be. I'll do better next time. Huh?
Yup,
Exactly. Now
it's
we
time
got to
to
go see a doctor. Go ahead, Gregory.
it's time to pull out that
He been
rose.
drinking and sure.
And then you gonna come and I'm gonna come some more when I'm ready.
So you gonna pull out this? You gonna pull out the
I
rose?
said it's time for her to pull out her robes before I go to sleep because it's not gonna be exciting.
Robin. Robin.
Yep,
Okay.
that's selfish.
Brimage. All right. Moving on to the next person, Kiana.
He's on mute.
So I didn't
It's
know my
gonna
phone
be-
was on mute. Sorry about
Yeah,
that. I don't
I
want to
know
cut
it.
you, Kiana.
I'll get ready to say you
This is
still
what
have
I'm going to
disrespect
say.
for kids over there
I never
cutting up the
had
kids.
no problem with that. If we was doing the oral, you're coming then. When we do the penetration, you're coming again. Me, I like to see you come a lot of times before I get mine.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm Mr. Unselfish Lover.
Oh, y'all. Ooh, Hercules, y'all want a date? Pat,
You poor things. You poor things. You poor things. You
Patsy,
poor things.
Patsy.
I already answered it. I said I'm going to continue until it gets to popping.
I didn't answer fully. It would be a because if I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. Bye.
Yeah. All right, Kiana, next question.
Next question.
Wait, stop. I forgot.
Yeah.
What is the selfish answer in that one?
Shit, all of them.
Yeah, because they all might be
Sean.
self-serving and self-preserving, because depending how you answer and how you feel
No, that one
situation.
that they just gonna leave you hanging. That's the selfish one. They don't
Yeah,
even tell
that's
you maybe
selfish.
next time.
Yeah, that's selfish.
Again, like I said,
Maybe next time. There might not be a next
That's
time.
what.
You
But we know
right
that.
about that too, Kiana.
But
You
straight
right
out
about
blunt,
that
just
shit
turn
too.
over, get dressed, and leave.
Now we're gonna take a shower.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. The bus is still running. Because
See,
again, you come to play games. I mean, again, we're gonna talk about that because that's a whole nother topic. But we'll get to that one too. Kiana, next question.
Okay, you're eating some sweets when you notice the little kid next to you on the bus. Here we go with the bus. On the bus is staring at the packet longingly. What do you do? A, offer the kid a sweet. B, continue to eat your sweets. The kid can get their own. C, put the packet away quickly. You don't want to have to share, but you don't want the guilt of the kid watching you.
Let's go to Robin first.
Let me answer for him. He's gonna pick C.
no, you see, there you go. You're far. You're reaching. You're reaching, but you're far away. You're reaching, but you're far away.
I
Let's
am
go
your
with my
nephew.
answer.
I know you're gonna
Here's
do
my
C.
answer.
You right.
My answer is
Tell
this:
from experience.
because I'm for the children, and they come and say, "Can I get some of your candy?" They're gonna get some of my candy. They're looking at me hard enough. I might give you the whole damn box.
Sketchy on the
Candy
bus.
right now with me, I don't
can't
even
be
eat.
giving strangers people's
I
kids.
already said that.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna answer that too, Maria. When I first did it, I told Gregory, I said I really feel bad giving this kid looking at me that long this candy because I don't know what sugar diabetes or anything they might have going on. But I said, but because who I am, I give bums money or whatever they need. I even dropped my car keys down to some bums
You didn't do
by
that
accident.
on purpose. That was an accident.
That was an accident. So I'm trying to tell you, I will give it to the kid. Now, if the mother's there, he can't have it, throw shit out the window. I don't want it back.
Gina, what's your answer?
I'm not giving no kid no candy on no bus. Period.
I'm gonna
So which one are you doing? You're gonna continue to eat
go
it?
get your own candy,
I'm gonna continue eating my candy and acting like he ain't
Ooh.
Exactly.
Also, Patsy agrees with Gina.
And I am too. I sure do agree with that.
All right, so Greg, we know your
get none of this
answer.
little sucker.
Timmy, what's your answer? Sean, what's your?
Well,
I'm with
well,
the,
I agree along with damn Gina, Patsy, and Gregory. What the hell? You better call your father and get him to get you something to treat.
All right, Sean, what was your answer?
yes, sir. Not sharing anything, not giving a kid anything.
Elijah?
Not, I want to make sure to really say this clearly. Not me not giving him none of my stuff. I'm gonna make sure I eat it so good that he just have to come and grab it.
Yeah, you better be careful.
See, that's just evil. That's just me.
Maria, did you answer?
No, I'm not giving him anything. And the other thing to that, my mother always said, don't be staring at people while they eating their food.